It's nothing but melted buildings. They will tell you some ooga booga caveman came here to carve this or something. Do you think people with donkeys and chisels got some bricks all the way up there? Alright friends, welcome back for another video of evidence of melted buildings. So before we get started, I just want to tell you that if you're new to the whole idea that mountains are in fact and in reality melted buildings, please watch my first and my second documentary before watching these videos. Otherwise, the chance of you understanding what I'm gonna present to you and explain to you will be less or smaller, right? So please watch the documentaries. You'll find the links in the description, and then you can proceed watching these videos, because I'm not gonna explain it all like you are 2 years old and like you're a very new beginner. That's why I made the documentaries, so you can watch them, get the basic understanding, and then watch these videos for more evidence and to learn more. So yeah, that's it. I think let's see some evidence. So here you see the red bricks all cooked into bigger blocks here, some balloon rocking, heat expansion going on. All this used to be red brick, as we know. Got some popcorn blocks going on here. Balloon rocking. Nobody ever built like this. You would never build here at this slope at the edge of a cliff like that. That's insanity. That's nobody ever built like this. This is just the pocket of survival, and the rest of the building looks like this. See here the heat expansion and swelling here. You can see brick lines in here. Looking like this melt here is at an angle starting to slide to the side, which we have seen plenty of times before in many other photos. If you've been following along for a while and seen my stuff, if not, then feel free to go back and watch my older videos. It's plenty of evidence and explanations. If you want to learn more and see more evidence, so you can get to understand this whole thing here, this whole truth, and wrap your head around it, because it's not for everybody. It's the same with all other truth, the easy ones to the more complicated ones. It's only for the most curious spirits out there, and if you're watching this right now, there is a chance you're one of these spirits. And I encourage you to keep on watching my content, watch the documentaries, and also check out the channels in the description. There is other meltology channels in there, so you can get more content, and also go to Facebook to Melted Red Brick University group to join there to see lots of evidence being posted every day by lots of people. And to connect with like-minded people, so you can learn. That's why we are here. We are learning. We are the teachers and we are the students. Never forget that. It's very important. I don't know everything. I just know these are all melted buildings, and it looks like an electric short circuit, and how the buildings used to be set up and functioning exactly like components on a circuit board. That's what it looks like. So that's what we preach here. So see what happened to the red bricks. See here, swelling going on here. You see this, it's the exact same color because it's the same material, only this section was more heat damaged and it got swollen here. You see melting. You see the brick lines still in here. In the melt, you see melting down, rock curtaining here, aperture in here maybe, melting down, more swelling. All this used to be red brick, all of it. Similar heat damage to the first photo we saw, just a completely different location. You see what happened to the red brick. You never built like this, all these random stones. You gotta be a Tetris god to put this together, and you would never get a stable building. with all of this different stuff. Small pieces of brick still in here, churning here between them. Balloon rocking, rocked up, blocked up, swelling, heat damage, scorched. Going down here, see the melt. See how this was all viscous melting. This is not a natural formation like they would tell you in so-called geology. Whoa, it's stupidity. It's a deception. They had to explain this with something, so they made up all this batshit bullshit to deceive you, so you can't understand your reality, you can't understand what's going on, and you can't understand why you are here. That's why this truth is so important. It's very dangerous to believe what you're being told by the government and in the school systems, everything on television, by actors in white coats, etc., with a very fat paycheck, because they are deceiving you. So you believe this is a natural formation made from tectonic plates from billions of years ago. That's what you believe, but in reality it's a melted building. And here this is the only part that did manage to still stand as a building. It's very heat damaged, of course. And then the bottom section of the building now looks like this. You can see here in this area it's the exact same color as this, because it's the same material, only here more heat in this area, more melting, more altered states of matter. So here it melted, heat from the bottom climbing up these building components, and it managed to reach mostly up to here before this cataclysmic event stopped. You see here all brick ash, exactly the same color. This is the red bricks, same like here, melting down. You see flow lines, etc. This is what many people also would call mud floods and stuff, when the building was viscous and flowing and started to bury stuff that's lower than it. That's what people think is a mud flood, when it's a melt flood. Huge difference. Mud floods gets us nowhere. Meltology gets us somewhere, at least. So here you see also heat from the bottom. Most of the bottom section of the building all turned into ash, and you see this big patch here on this wall are still red bricks, very heat damaged, of course. And then you go further up and see what happened to the buildings. Nobody ever built like this. It got cracks in it. Look here, scorching, churning here, very hot. And then of course another patch of red bricks up here. Why are these here? Why are these here? Do you think somebody built like this? When you see the rest here, this is all heat damage. Open up your eyes, pretty please. When I explain it to you like this, you should be able to see it. Why are there red bricks here? They had access to red bricks, they could lay them perfectly here. You see the straight corner, everything. So why does it look like this here? It's all cooked out. See here, bunch of red brick. See this archway here, all churning and cooking in here. Windows blocked up. And here, pocket of survival. Think we have seen it before, but you see what happened to the red bricks. You see the cracks in here, all cooked out. Balloon rocking, heat expansion, cooking out. Carbon 14 gone, and you see it goes way down here, follows all the way down. And then of course you got this in the background with enormous block lines going all the way here. These are all melted buildings. See here, this is what many people would think is a mountain or something formed billions of years ago by tectonic dumbfuckery plates. It's all melted buildings. I'm telling you, because it's the truth. See here, what's going on with this red color here, my friend? What's going on here? Why are these red? Why are these bricks here also mangled? See, these all used to be red bricks. Heat expansion, melting together, gaining more mass here when they were viscous, and the carbon 14 being squeezed out, and these are the carbon 14 red stains all over it. This is not paint, this is not blood or anything, it's the remnants of the red bricks you're seeing here, the color. See here what happened to the bricks. Big blocks here, longer blocks, slabs more like, rocking up, cooking, all mangled red bricks, balloon rocking up here. This is all heat damage. Nobody ever built like this. What is this red color here? Ask yourself. See here, it's all red bricks cooked out from a cataclysmic event. This was all built by a highly advanced civilization of the past that was wiped out from a cataclysmic event, and the ones who did it are now telling you this was built like this and these are natural formations, etc. They tell you you live on a spinning rock in a vacuum with bendy oceans and that your ancestors were a big ass gorilla or something, monkey man, space monkey. Oh, people of this place are pretty dumb. So you see the red bricks here, cooked out. See here, it's all heat damaged. All heat damaged. And here, I just want to show you this. This is the plumbing from the buildings, still intact, managing to pumping water through the building still. This water flows every day, every year. And you got the block lines here. This is the building. Here, this is the only thing left of this building. Got these pockets of survival here. You can see here and here the color, it's the exact same because it is the same. Only more altered states of matter. It was hotter in this area here, and that's why it looks like this. This is not a natural formation. You gotta wake up, please, because it's a massive genocide going on at the moment for humanity, and I don't like it. Pocket of survival here, and here, this one very damaged and melted, of course. You got this, and see the color here, see the color here, and see the color here, exactly the same, because it is the same. See, this is the only pockets of survival here. The rest of it looks like this now. Look what happened to the building. They turn into what you believe is a mountain. You believe Mother Earth made this or something crazy like that. And here, bunch of pockets of survival all over the place. You can see for yourself. I'm not gonna go through all of it, but you see the whole stuff here. You see them merged into them, swelling and melt here, fused into it. Here as well, you see this brick wall here, into the melt. Here, archway here, swelling. Heat expansion going on here. Got more wall up here. Something at the very top. Something in here. Nobody built here like this. The whole thing here is a building. And so is the background here. You see these A-frames, you see flow lines and melting. Dustified buildings. You can still see remnants of brick lines in the melt here. In the ashes. All buildings turn to dust. See here, piles of brick ash, enormous buildings melted down. We live in a ruined wasteland, my friend. It is what it is. See here, all the cooked out red brick. You see this filled out archway here, buried down here. You see how they all turn into big blocks. It's all been cooked, all been very cooked. See here, the melt, rocking up, blocking up, cooked out red brick. It's all heat damaged. See here the swelling. See the bricks in the swelling here. It's all melted. See, you can't build like this. See how unstable it would be? Nobody built like this. Building this huge stuff up on top of this, on this surface here. You just don't do that. This is all heat damaged. You always level the ground before building. Similar stuff. You see the whole building, you see brick lines cooked into block lines all the way through here. This is the building, and here you got some pockets of survival on the building. See here? You see, these buildings were so massive and so huge, and the population number most likely were so enormous, talking quadrillions of people, possibly. I don't know how many, but these buildings themselves, you know, one building was probably like one city here, you know. A building was a city. That's how enormous these buildings used to be before they melted. They melt down like this, so of course they ain't as tall as they used to, but still enormous. Just look at Mount Everest, all of that, and you gotta understand the scale of the old world and how well built and massive it was, and how tiny everything is now compared to what they had. The buildings we have today, the population numbers now is absolutely pathetic compared to the old world. And now they're telling us that we are overpopulated. Yeah, that's what they're telling us. So here you see the blocks being cooked in here, turn into blocks, brick lines all the way. Brick lines, melt here, swelling. See here, you see the bricks in here, you see cooked out bricks, brick lines, horizontal lines, all over the place, or straight lines here, cooked into blocks, pockets of survival all over the place. Same area, slightly different angle, just so you can see this as well. Melted buildings, pockets of survival. You think primitive people got all these bricks all the way, carry them up here on donkeys and stuff to build up here? Is that what you believe? Is that what you believe? That's very sad. So here you see this top of the building complex, you know, the whole, like I said, the whole building were like villages and cities and stuff. See here, this is like one building all connected, and the bottom all cooked out. You see the brick lines cooked into block lines, cooked out, pocket of survival on the top. See the lines, straight lines, because it's a building. It's brick lines here as well. See here, brick lines, cooked into block lines sometimes from heat expansion and swelling. It's all melted buildings. And this is this area again. You got this side here full of buildings, pockets of survival. And then you have this other side which also has a couple of buildings that survived the meltdown. Stuff all the way down here. Yeah, you see it. Here, down here. Wall into it here. Brick lines. It's all melted buildings, my friend. And here, enormous heat damage coming up from the bottom. These were all like components plugged into a circuit board like grid below. An electric current surged through these buildings from the bottom, coming up, climbing up the building, and now it's all swollen and melted here at the bottom. Bricks all cooked out from the heat. You see here, nobody ever came here to put bricks all the way around all of this stuff here. Laying bricks like this, nobody ever did that, and you wouldn't either. It's all cooked out buildings. Pocket of survival. In the middle of nowhere. Who built here? How can this be a so-called castle, which some people lived in and to defend themselves from some primitive war with bows and stuff? When you see the surroundings here, how can a troop of archers and people on horses and stuff come here and attack this when it's in the middle of nowhere? You know, the whole history is all so bollocks. There was no wars with bows and arrows and swords and shit. This reset or this meltdown happened not that long ago. Talking a few hundred years here, so yeah, that's what I believe at least. See here, the wall fused into the melt. Pockets of survival on the top. Nobody built like this. More pockets here. It's a little blurry when I zoom, I'm sorry. See remnants of archways. Archway buried all the way down here in the swelling. More pockets of survival down at the bottom. And here as well, you see these two towers standing here, while the bottom section is all swollen and melted. With more pockets of survival here, you see the angle and the slope and how you just can't build on here. Pocket of survival, pocket of survival. The rest is melted and you believe it's a mountain. You gotta get educated, please, so just keep watching. Here is the same place further away. Pocket of survival down here. See the bricks standing here at this angle and everything. Nobody built like this. And the two towers. Melted buildings. Just look at it. Melted buildings. And here you see the whole thing here. We have seen it before, but here it is again for the new people. All this melting down. You see the melting here with these lines dripping down, etc. Melting down like wax, melting wax. And of course you got this wall structure in here. Pocket of survival. Nobody built like this. See, it's fused into it here. Why would you ever build like this? And how would you ever build like this? See, this is the only thing that survived and is still recognizable as a building. The rest looks like this shit over here. Here again, see this pocket of survival on the top, heat from the bottom, mangling the building, but you still see the brick lines. You still see the brick lines. It's the same here, the lines here are the lines here. You see the color, it's the exact same. Again, just different stages of altered states of matter. Huge swelling going on over here. Melt, heat expansion. Lots of brick ash at the bottom. Or surrounding it, I mean, sorry. And here, this whole thing here, pocket of survival, and you just see here, and please tell me you can see these are melted building with swelling going on, remnants of windows and openings, apertures here. See the cooked out bricks all turn into rock balloons with apertures in them, more swelling here. Swelling, swelling, see some remnants of an opening here possibly, but it melted down, filled out, see the swelling. Cooked out red brick. Look what the bricks turn into here. Melt. See here, windows and stuff. It's all melt. This is a part of this building. It's the same stuff, same color, same everything, but it's all melted. See, remnants of archways and windows and stuff over here as well. Lots of this cooked out brick. Some melted building. See down here, swollen. Nobody built like this and nobody carved into here. Ooga Booga Caveman didn't came here to carve anything. And here pockets of survival. Here you can see one of this Antiquitech technology from the buildings. But you see here all the buildings melted, you see brick lines in here, but this wall is still going around over here into the melt. Just look here, it's going into the fucking melt here. See brick lines, all this melt is going into it. You see how low the wall is here, because this is all melt. Ooh. Yeah. Guys, please. See here, brick lines cooked into block lines. Damn, look at this. See, heat coming all the way up here, starting to mangle this section here. See? Do you think this is natural and somebody built like this? Some huge swelling going on here on the building itself. Look at it. Yeah. Please. Open up your heart and see what I'm explaining to you. See here. Heat damage. Heat damage. See what happened to the red brick. Cooked out. And here, of course, more melted buildings. You see here, bricks all cooked into blocks. You see some more of them in here with archways. You see some aperture and stuff here, and it's all swollen and melted now. You see this little doorway, whatever, going into the melt. You see more openings, apertures in the building here. You see a patch of bricks here still. The rest is swollen. You see more openings, apertures. You see remnants of archways, all melted, of course. All melted buildings. See here, you see windows in here, a door or something. More openings in the melted building. See how swollen it is. You see these stairs or whatever it is going into the melt as well. Nobody carved like this and nobody built like this. It's all melted buildings. I'm sorry, it's all melted buildings. It's the truth. The truth is the truth. You can never change the truth. That's just how it's gonna be. Pockets of survival. From the old wall and the rest of them. Looking like this now. And this is the area we saw, I think, but here you see the background. How this little pocket of survival is all swollen at the bottom. You see the brick lines, heat expansion, just being cooked out big time. And here more buildings from the old wall cooked out. See, this all used to be red brick. This X Factor made the red brick do magic tricks. See, cooked out, mangled, turned into huge blocks here. Same thing happened with the pyramids and stuff in Egypt. See it cooked out. See the red brick. And the background, got the buildings all cooked into this. This is a wasteland, it's all ashes. Nothing left in the back. And you got this little pocket of survival on the top. And you got more stuff here in the melted building. Still see a little bit of the brick wall, all balloon rocked of course, apertures, doors, windows. In here you got more stuff in here, so some of these buildings you can still go inside them and you can still live there. They call them caves and stuff. So this building here is all melted down. You got some pockets of survival. When you short circuit a circuit board, not everything will melt 100% completely, and it's the same here. Not everything will melt completely evenly, and the same. You see more stuff for the building here. This going into it as well. You got this roof going into the melt, the wall, the entrance into the melt here. Cooked out bricks, and the background, it's all ashes. See here, melting down. It's a wasteland. And here, very good evidence, which most of my photos are here on the Tartarian meltdown. But you see here that the insides are all brick ash. This is what they call dirt and clay and stuff like this. This is all brick ash. You see the color here. This all used to be red brick. You can clearly see it's a man-made structure, but it's all melted down, altered states of matter. See here what happened to the bricks. It's all melted down, melted like ice cream. It's all melted. See here. See the color here. See here, it's melted like wax. You can still see pockets of survival in here. You can still see stuff in here, while the rest is all mangled to shit. See, melting down. See the color, it's the exact same, because it is the same. More stuff up here. And of course the plants coming in here to feast on the carbon-14 in the ashes. See, it's all melted. Melted down. And here it's a lot going on. Should we start up here maybe? Alright, so you got pocket of survival. You got this wall here with some swelling on it. You got block lines. You got stuff into the melt. Nobody built like this. You got more stuff into the melt here. Nobody built like this. You see more buildings into this so-called mountain here. Nobody built like this. See? Pockets of survival in here. How do you build this and why? Remnants of an archway here where there is nothing. More stuff into the melt, swelling. And we go down. See here, melt, huge blocks. Looks like you got remnants of some stairs here going down here into absolutely nothing. Where is the stairs going? Are they here? It's a path or something. And here the stairs just disappears. Pocket of survival. And here as well, more pockets, swelling here. This wall cooked out, swelling. See the melt here. See how it's all melted and mangled. More swelling. On this wall here as well, swelling. Brick lines still visible. Here as well, swelling. Got an aperture or something in here. All melted buildings. Melted buildings. Here it is from afar. And let's see, you see this top, and then of course you got this pocket of survival still in the melt. brick lines all over the place. And here is the stairs going down here into nothing. Apertures possibly. Water still flowing from one of these buildings. Melted. It's all dustified here. More stuff. Remnants of apertures. Dustified, melted down. And again you see the color of the pocket of survival is the same as here. Because it is the same. Just here it turned into ash. It's all melted buildings. And this is the same again. Let's skip it. And here buildings from the old world, and the bottom up here something is going on. You got some melt action here. See a window in the melt swelling. Bricks turn into bigger blocks down in here, melting from the bottom, coming up. Melted roof here on this building, heat damaged. And yeah, you see heat damage from the bottom, coming up, mangling the building and turning the bricks into what you believe is rocks. Look how cooked out it is, all the windows all swollen shut. Swelling. Rocking, big rocking at the bottom, cooked out. Pockets of survival. And again at the top a very weird little thing to build. Nobody built like this. It's in the melt. Windows. In here still pocket of survival. It's a melted building. More building into the melt. Pocket of survival. This is the same area, I do believe, and you got the melt. You see the surrounding. You got this stairway surviving. Pocket of survival. Stairs going up here and down here. Got this into the melt still. This into the melt still. Pocket of survival and the rest. Turn into this mess here. Ruined. Completely ruined. And it's the same deal. Heat from the bottom, mangling the building. This is the only thing left here. This is the only thing left over there. And you got some stuff in here as well. Well, the rest looks like this. Melting down. All melted buildings. All melted buildings. Everything you call landmass are just the tops of melted buildings. All continents, all land, all islands. All of it that remained above the floodwaters. It's flooded too here. This is the place we saw, just a very different angle. You see the pockets of survival into the melt here. Nobody built like this. See here. And then you get to see this side now a little better. Got some stuff in here. See this wall going all the way down here. You see windows here. A row of window into what you believe is a mountain or something. It's all melted buildings. The very top, pocket of survival, and the whole thing is full of apertures. Faint remains of apertures here, and you got pockets of survival, and you see this pocket of survival here as well. Here, apertures. See this stuff just hanging off the side of this so-called mountain. It's a pocket of survival. Didn't melt. did not melt, and now it looks like this. And you believe this is a natural formation when it's a melted building. See all the apertures and stuff all over the place. This is this the same place we saw? Yeah, I believe it is. So I'm not gonna say too much, but you can see here all the melt and all the stuff going into. See here how it's fused together. Got apertures down in here, block lines, remnants of some stuff here. Maybe half an archway here, cooked out, apertures. And the rest is ashes, with some apertures over here as well. Got some stairs and some stuff. And more brick work in here, it looks like. All cooked out. Yeah, see the bottom of this. Cooked out archway. Collapsed apertures here, possibly. And here as well, you see this crazy man at the edge of this melted building. You see a pocket of survival here. You would never build like this, and you would never build there. At the edge of this. Pocket of survival here as well. Down, melted building. See the brick lines cooked into block lines, swelling. You think somebody laid bricks here like this? Do you think somebody can build like this? You see how far down it is here? See the whole picture? You see how far down it is? Do you think somebody built into a so-called mountain here? Are you that stupid when you get the explanation right here, right now? It's a melted building. A very big one. See, all the way down here is where people live, and he's all the way up here. Nobody built here. Would you build here? At this angle, you see how steep it is. Would you come here and lay some random ass rocks here and believe you got a stable thing to be on and live on here in here? Would you ever do that? Of course not. Nobody else would either. And here a lot going on in this photo. You see this huge melted building in the back. It's a little blurry here. And here apertures into the melt here. See, swollen. See this building here into this, fused into this. What you believe is a mountain or something. You see here, nobody built on the edge of this either. Huge block lines. And a bunch of pockets of survival all over the place. Yeah. And here, cooked out red bricks turning into big blocks here. Viscous holes, cooking. See how it was viscous, bubbling, air trying to separate, forming these holes. And of course, you got churning red brick pieces in here. Do you think somebody only had a few small pieces of broken red bricks and hammered them in there? Oh, goddamn, these people are dumb. So you got tiny red bricks cooked out. See what happened to the red brick. And yeah, the whole thing, it's all heat damage, and you got more bricks surviving here, churning in here, starting to disintegrate. And here, concrete mold designs on the building, but it's melted now. And of course, the pedophiles come and tell you that somebody carved into here. When you can see the whole texture and everything, it's clearly melted. You can see faint remnants of the same kind of stuff here with these arch designs here. Very faint. You see this cross here, which by the way got nothing to do with a dead man on a cross called Jesus that many people bend over to or for. Here it's the same cross, very faint, very melted. Cross, 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 cross. Symbols from the old world hijacked by pedophiles, and now you go in the church and think some wizard in the clouds is gonna come and save you, or something crazy like that. So you got here all the melt. Concrete mold designs all melted. Nobody spent their whole lifetime to chisel this into a so-called mountain while making it look like it's melted. Yeah, see what happened to the red brick? Turn into big red blocks, and most of them C14 cooked out and turn into what people call rocks and whatnot. It's a melted building. Here another red brick building. You see still pieces of red brick in here, like the picture we recently saw, and it just is a very strange location to build, going into the so-called mountain, but you can clearly see here this is all melt. This is the larger section of the building above melting down, starting to rock curtain and bury whatever is below it, which happened to be this building. Very cooked out bricks and a whole bunch of apertures, which is clearly not carved or anything. Look here. You see the bricks all the way in here. See the bricks? You can see it's a built thing. Somebody built this, and do you think somebody built it like this? See bricks in here. Oh, let's build it here with a little hollow room here you can't use for anything. Oh, we need a room here too you can't use for anything, and here and here and here. The building collapsed from within. The outside managed to do a little better, so you can recognize all the apertures in this building. It's a building that's melted. You see more bricks up here, all cooked out. Look what happened to it. Altered states of matter. And here as well, very, very cooked out. And again, they will claim some fucking monkey man came here to carve or chisel this out because they had nothing better to do. If you're able to carve or chisel this out, you're able to cut down a tree and just build a wooden house right here way quicker, so you don't have to spend a lifetime just to make one door. With hand tools that are softer than this material, so it's impossible in the first place. See, remnants of apertures in here. It's all a melted building. Same as here. It's all a melted building, my friend. See, openings, apertures all the way up here, starting to fill in and be covered by the melt and rock curtain. Got more stuff, apertures, and here brick lines, more apertures in here, dustified archway. It's a melted building. It's a melted building. More melted buildings. You can see the top here looking like a so-called what they call a castle or something. It's just a building. You can see the structure. Faint remains of apertures here, possibly. Some melted structure. And again, it's the same thing. You see a row of windows here starting to be covered by the melt and fill in. More down here. See, it's a building that's been melted. See? See the red brick here, all melted, cooked into block lines. You see some brick lines, and you got this C14 cooked out, and of course apertures in it. And again, they will claim it's carved or chiseled to deceive you, so you can see this little thing here and not understand what it is. So they are misdescribing something right in front of you, so you see it, but you see it in very inaccurate, so you don't understand what it is, and your thought process will act accordingly. You will think that fucking 200,000 years ago some monkey man came here and decided to chisel out these windows here to live in something like this. Oh, these people. Do you see how stupid that sounds when I'm explaining it like this? I hope you do. Melted archway and pockets of survival, and again nobody carved anything. You can see how perfect these archways are still. Columns in here, pockets of survival. And do you think some Ooga Booga caveman who carved this really had the time to do this for aesthetics? All of this all the way here. And you see how the texture, this is more like a so-called mountain-like texture, just goes over here. It's the melt coming over, heat damaged, into the melt, into the melt. See the bottom, how mangled it is? Do you think somebody carved here? See, it's a building that's melted. You gotta please understand it, please. It's very important for the future of humanity. Another very melted building. And you see an aperture here, all very melted, of course. You see more stuff here. You can see these columns still in here. You see this column all turn into, you know, this rock looking thing. You got another column here. Nobody carved anything. More cooked out red bricks here. You got another aperture here with a column on either side. Why carve out these columns for no apparent reason? Makes no sense. It's a melted building. And here, see what happened to the red brick here. Cooked out, turned into big blocks. You got viscous holes. You got cooking out, turned into rocks up here. Melted archway here, melted all into one chunk. More bricks. And they probably put something here for tourism. Or is it the original? I can't really tell. Again, I was too lazy to look up more photos of this location. That's just how it is sometimes. Cooked out red bricks, again going into what you believe is a mountain. But does it look like a mountain when you got these separate rocks all the way here, churning in here? Into the melt, it's a melted building, and see the huge melts coming down. Huge melt for red brick. See bricks here, cooked out. See what happened to the bricks, my friend? Look here, what happened to the brick? Yeah, how do you build this, friend? Another pocket of survival. You got bent brick lines here. Over it, something collapsing over this little structure here, and it's just fused into the melt, all surrounding it. See here, impossible to build. It's a pocket of survival. See all the heat damage and melting here. How do you build like this, and why? Yeah, you got pockets of survival here. Very melted, an archway here. You got more stuff here. Cooked out buildings, apertures all over the place. Brickwork, openings in here. Pockets of survival, openings, apertures. Tops of melted buildings sticking up through the melt flood coming down here and covering everything. It's a melted building. And here you got cooked out bricks, very cooked out. You see block lines here, faint block lines, and here very cooked out building. How do you build like this and why? You don't, it's a melted building. See, can you see it? And here, this is what they would claim is a World War II bunker, but it's not. It's old walled buildings. You can see how it's again fused into the melt. It's all red bricks with exterior concrete finish. You see what happened to the red brick here. It's old wall stuff. I'm not saying it wasn't used for bunkers in a war. They could have been repurposed for it, but these were never built in the Second World War for this war. No, they were already here and inherited and repurposed, possibly into bunkers maybe, but this is all, this is the part of this building, but here they survived. I will show you more bunkers. I find them very fascinating because they are all in my area as well, similar to this. You find them everywhere. Melted building again, internals here, like a mini so-called cave. You got the column, it's all melted. And again, you got this so-called bunker structure with balloon rocking. You got red carbon 14 stains here being squeezed out. It's something from the old world. I don't know what it is, because it's a different style of architecture, but they are here. It's a part of the components of this circuit board, whatever it is. And it's sitting on a huge melt here. Huge melt. And again, you got more of these pockets of survival here sticking out through the rest of the melted building. And yeah, they work very well to just claim them and repurpose them as bunkers. Yeah, they work for it, so they did. But it's pockets of survival. It's something from the old world, whatever it is. Components. Very, 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 very melted. See an opening here, aperture here, and all the bricks churning in here and here as well. Churning, burning. And something here that somebody decided to build for no reason. Yeah, it's a pocket of survival. And this is the area we saw, just I would say a lot clearer photo, better photo. And you can see the red brick over the window surviving here. You see bricks in, see, this is how we know. You see bricks in here. You would never build with this ugly ass random, whatever this is, you can't build with this. What is this, right? It's all churning bricks and stuff, and then you put a brick in here and you put one here. Oh, we need a brick here, but here we're gonna use this random stuff. Oh, we need a brick here as well. Oh, we need a brick here. Oh, here we can use many bricks here. We got a few spare, so just use the rest one here in this area. Oh, now we need, look at this ugly cooking here. Yeah, and let's find all these random ass, huge ass boulders and blocks and build with this now. Yeah, look here, let's build it like this. Okay, no, we need some bricks here and here. Yeah, makes no sense, people are dumb. Oh, we got more stuff over here. See here, this archway into the melt here, swelling. See more stuff here, fused into the melt between here. More bricks, an archway. More entrances here blocked up, and more apertures in here and here. It's all a melted building. Open up your eyes, please. And another one of these weird components, looking similar to the one at the so-called Cannon Museum in my area, but here you can see the red brick core structure being exposed as the exterior concrete finish is peeling off. So whatever it is, it's there and possibly repurposed as bunkers because it works. And that was it for today's video. So that was 70 photos of evidence, I think. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you saw something interesting, some new photos, etc. It's a blessing to be a part of this, and I see so many new names commenting and in the chats, etc. coming in and learning with us now, and it's just a huge blessing to be a part of this and being able to educate so many people, because many people tell me on Instagram, on Facebook, and comments here on YouTube, etc. How they can now see because of the videos I make. So that gives me hope. It warms my heart, and that's why I do this. It fuels me and the will to keep on pushing and trying to participate in making this world a little bit better before one day comes and I'm finally gonna leave this shithole. But until then, we're gonna do what we have to do, and that's what I'm trying to do. Educate the masses so they can see their reality accurately, so they can see what was taken from us and what is being taken from us right now these days by the people who caused these events. So before we go, I want to give a shout out to the whole Eagle Eye crew, everybody out there, you beautiful, bright-minded, sexy-minded fucks. I love you all. You're just a blessing in my life, and you makes this life livable, because without you, without the whole Eagle Eye crew, we would all be all alone here, and it would absolutely fucking suck. So thank you for existing, and keep on doing what you're doing. Please be awesome, live in the love vibration, and share these videos out if you can, to help everybody. That would be very much appreciated. If you got open-minded friends who know, for example, how we don't live on a testicle that spins in a vacuum, etc., then please share these videos with them. Maybe they will also see meltology, and the collective consciousness will increase if you do so. So the whole Eagle Eye crew, beautiful people, Spartan Red always with the daily live streams. Please check out the meltology channels down in the description box. You will find Spartan Red with daily live streams. You'll find The Truth Seeker 69. You'll find Mark, Our Melted Reality in there, and a few other channels. So please check them out for more evidence, and also again check out the Melted Red Brick University Facebook group, please, to join there to learn with like-minded people. It's gonna be amazing in there. So then I think that was everything. So until next time, stay safe out there, stay blessed, stay kind, be awesome, and love you guys, and take care. And also guys, if you're not aware, we got some The Tartarian Meltdown merch for sale. So if you wanna support my channel and also look awesome in the streets, and also increase the chance to be seen by other like-minded people, you can purchase one of these. We got the logo in white on t-shirts and also hoodies down here. You got the logo in red on hoodies and t-shirts. You got different styles, regular, you got the woman v-neck so you can show your tits or something. You got the woman's hoodie here. You got this melted fucking buildings, little simple one. You got Eagle Eye crew. More designs might show up in the future. I just need to find someone who can help me design them, because I don't know how to do it. So you find a link to this in my link tree. That's linktree/VitaTarian Meltdown. You should find a link to it down below in the description box, and you can find my YouTube, merch, a PayPal donation link, a Patreon link if you want to support the channel, Instagram, Telegram group, and my backup channel for YouTube, my Odyssey channel, and my brand new YouTube channel just for backup and just in case. Thank you for all your support, and I love you.